Good morning, dear friends. Let us welcome the new day together. It is always an honor for us to be invited by God to a new day, a new beginning, the opportunity to love, to progress, to serve a little more. Talking about service, here comes Emmanuel. In chapter 39 of the book Charity, translated from its original in Portuguese, Caridade. The chapter is titled Fraternal Reply. So what are the questions that we may have asked that he now may reply to us? He says, you ask for guidance regarding your steps, though tired and weary. You bring in you tiredness and disillusion, as if you were the traveler in the nocturnal darkness, awaiting for the return of the luminous blessing of the dawn. However, whomever refers to guidance says harmony and adjustment, and only Jesus is wise enough to guide us with security. Let us take refuge in the sanctuary of prayer, pleading for Jesus' inspiration. But before anything else, get rid of the dust on your shoes, the one that you carried from the pathway of ancient deceits. Forgive those who hurt you, remembering how many times we have been tolerated by divine mercy. Do not return evil for evil, understanding the imperative of the good, so that peace may clarify our pathway. Remember that the work dissolves our sorrows and help without distinction, in the certainty that in the joy of others you will find the relief and the consolation of your own difficulties. Do not envy somebody else's property, because no one else on earth where the true happiness is. Because in many occasions, the palace hides the wounds of the darkness, and the shack remains with light. Take care of your debts with a smile, the one of whom is being freed. It's better to sweat and to shed tears in the fulfillment of our duty than the transitory advantages of indifference. You plead for guidance so that tranquility may favor you. However, do not forget to supplicate to the Lord the strength that you need so you do not detach yourself from your cross. The cross that guarantees your needed victory, spiritual victory, for a life that never dies. Consecrate yourself to the service, to service and charity, perfecting yourself and renouncing for your edification. Advance today in the rocky pathway of your rightly fulfilled obligations. And tomorrow, as you say goodbye to your body on earth, your heart will be converted in a star of love, and you'll be with Jesus, and it will be with Jesus a celestial mark guiding the lost souls in the valley of shadows, so you can reach the happiness of eternal good. Emmanuel. Let us think. Emmanuel is fraternally replying to a request, to questions we may have asked. Yes, we want guidance, we want relief, but he's saying only Jesus is wise enough to guide us with security. And he's giving us a very clear recipe. Pray, meanwhile, cleanse the heart. We won't be happy holding grudges. We need to learn to forgive. After loving, forgiveness is the seal of love. Nobody is able to love themselves or anybody else without forgiving. Forgiveness is the proof that we love ourselves and others. And doing the good always, without hesitation, being useful. We ask for help, and help has come. We have a clear recipe for a new day in our lives, always acknowledging the fact that sooner or later we'll be called back to the spiritual home. What are we going to miss? Not the things, but the good that we left undone. So let's not even contemplate it. Let's get to work and fulfill our co-creative task with God. Let us be inspired by Jesus now, as Emmanuel invites us to this prayer, shall we, friends? Thank you so much, dear Emmanuel, for this message, for the loving care you show to us. We feel it. Master Jesus, we feel safe as you give us clear guidance to live this day. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow will depend on this moment. We don't want to escape. We no longer want to numb ourselves not to be in the present. We want to embrace this moment as the most powerful time of our lives. We want to put ourselves totally there, completely. Visualizing your light enveloping all of us, encouraging us to do things we have not even imagined. We feel your presence in our homes, in our workplaces, in our children's schools, in the hospitals, in nursing homes, in prisons, in refugee camps. But we also visualize your loving presence in the offices of leaders in the world, inspiring them to their unique mission at this moment on earth. But we want to pray for criminal minds, those who are wasting their time planning the wrong, unaware that for every action there is a reaction. We pray that they feel your presence calling them in their very road to Damascus, just like Paul of Tarsus. May they have a change of heart and feel their true nature, divine, allowing themselves to surrender to God. We pray for those who contemplate suicide, and for those suicidal spirits who are still in the recovery pathway in the spiritual realm. We pray for their relief, for their strengthening, for a new beginning. We believe in you, in your love, Master Jesus. May everyone who has their names in the book of prayer at Cardiac Radio and the Spiritist Society of Virginia be visited by your messengers, receiving the spiritual treatment that they need. And at this moment with you, as you govern this blessed planet, our earth, we visualize your sacred heart emanating rays of peace, fraternity, and love to all beings on earth. Thank you, Master Jesus, for this moment of togetherness, of the joy of being here with you. We rejoice, smile, feeling your loving embrace. Thank you, and so be it. The reply from Emmanuel is very kind. He says, yes, we hear you. Two, Jesus is the one that has a safe guideline for our daily lives. And third, let us do our homework within ourselves. It's the charity within when we learn to forgive and to love and to serve always. John the Rose is here saying to us, Sacrifice a little more each day so our hearts may be filled with joy. Thank you, John. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Narciso. Thank you, Slavek. Thank you, Mairji. Thank you, David. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, friends. We wish you a beautiful day in love, in forgiveness, in service, all together. A big hug to you and see you tomorrow here at Cardiac Radio, where we are always nourishing our souls, friends.